You're looking for some 2024 Speed Champions goodness? Yeah, I can help with that. Today we're taking a look at the Audi S1 e-tron quattro, which is, contrary to what I thought, not a concept car. After researching about it, some light came in. I remember watching Ken Block, the late Ken Block, driving it in Las Vegas for the Legokhana, and then it all made sense to me because I completely forgot about this car. And so yeah, this in real life is not a production vehicle. It's kind of a showcase from Audi for sports, and so they did this kind of studies even with the off-road Audi that Lego created with the Intechnic. Can't remember the name. I'll put it on screen. And I think they are all part of the same family of vehicles that are kind of trying to pave the way for electrification in the future. And so this has been around for a while. Before Ken Block passed away, he got to drive it for Legokhana in Las Vegas, and then they still recorded the Legokhana 2 in New Mexico, which was pretty awesome. This one has the livery that is the one that is originally the one that Audi created, which is very striking. Personally, I really love it, although it relies a lot on stickers, and it's not like stickers are bad, but I didn't feel like this build was. I don't think the build was that enjoyable because of the stickers. Normally, I don't really let it affect the building process, but in this case, to make sure that lots of them were aligned correctly, because sometimes they're like two adjacent stickers that if you follow what Lego says, you just put them in the middle of the flat surface, and then your eyes will kind of create the illusion of them being connected. But sometimes I try to connect them and put them together the best I can, and yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I felt like it robbed a bit from the experience of building it. There's a lot of nice construction happening and little nice details. Nothing too groundbreaking though. But in the end, the construction needs to serve the final result, and in this case, they didn't have to go too crazy to make it work. I think it's a really well done model of the original car, but I do have some little pet peeves. I think this could have been better, and I don't understand some decisions they made. Yeah, it looks nice. It also almost looks like a DeLorean. So yeah, but for example, the front axle is one plate higher to make it possible to have this front-leaning aggressive look, which I really like. But I don't think it's really the most appropriate for this. I know if it was all leveled, it would look probably a bit more boring. And like this, you have a natural angle, and that in Lego, I mean, it's either straight angles, and you need to do these little things to make it stand out, which I like, but ultimately I would have preferred to see this done differently. Case in point, they use one of those, I'm not sure if it's a rooftop, but this 4x4, and there's a 6x4 version, and I think it would have made a lot more sense to use a wider one here, and here only have one row of tiles instead of these two, especially because the original car has this black area where you can see the Audi logo is an extension of the windscreen. So I don't really understand why they did this. So I would have done that for sure, and I would have made the side tiles one plate higher to be aligned with this line right here. And in the front, you could just use these wedges here and it would work. I know that like this you can have larger headlight printing, but still they could have done something underneath it like they did on the Porsche from last year. I think it would have worked really well. So little nitpicks here. I don't like the rear view mirrors. They don't look like the real thing. It would have been a lot better without this. As I was saying, it would have looked a lot better without these pieces here. Yeah, they're just too big. And probably I'll keep it like this, actually. It looks a lot better. Jesus. Actually, the rear view mirror is not a nitpick. It's very, very... yeah, it was really messing up with my OCD. I mean, they did the best they could. Yeah. The things that work here, even with the little decisions about the front, they did their great work. I just think it could have been better. It looks like the wheelbase is very, very long, but if it were shorter, it would not work as well, I think. So I think that's a good compromise. And of course, here we have some graphics that are a bit smaller than a real thing because it's divided between two different pieces, and yeah, it would make no sense to have it separate. I really like the up caps here. They're really well done, and there's a lot of printed parts in this set, like a lot, but still not enough to make it a easier build, or not easier but smoother build, I would say. I would have liked it to be a bit smoother and not being as focused on the stickers. But otherwise, I really like it. I think it's a really gorgeous car. It does bring those DeLorean vibes, so overall it's really well done. I really like the back. So like I said, these parts here are two printed, and there's a snowboard piece that they had to connect upside down. So there's a lot going on the back. It's a simple back, but it's a pretty one, and it works. Same with the front. The front is yeah, it's exaggerated. This here doesn't connect like on the real thing, so the red part acts as a diffuser, or the black part acts as a diffuser, and the red part acts as a spoiler. Not sure, not an engineer. So overall, I really like it. It's a bit of that kind of. It's not a car you see every day. I really like the real thing. So that's pretty much it. And then I saw a lot of people saying that, not a lot of people, but I saw some comments of people saying that this was a missed opportunity to include a Ken Block minifigure, which I understand. It would have been really amazing. The thing is, Audi went for their own car, their own project, and not with the Unigans version of it, which would have made a lot of sense with the Ken Block and 43 and all that Monster Dew, or no, not Monster Dew, Monster Energy or whatever, Mountain Dew, whatever. No, it's Monster Energy. It would have made a lot of sense there. But if they were to make a Ken Block minifigure, I would want it to be on the Ford Fiesta. He did a lot of stuff, amazing stuff with the Subaru Impreza in the beginning, but with the initial Gincanas. But I think the Ford Fiesta is for me the one that is more, at least the way I remember seeing Ken Block doing the Gincanas. It would represent him a lot better than this one. So yeah, overall I'm really happy with this one. Again, it's start talking about prices because the MSRP is 26 euros, and it feels it feels like Speed Champions right now are meant to be bought on sales, which here in the Netherlands it's easy to find them at 22, 23 euros, which still hurts. And I think they need to be more objective here, because I didn't buy this for 26 euros. I bought this on a sale, where I bought I bought 4 sets with 6 cars, and each one of them cost me 16 euros. So this was one of them. The McLaren F1 that Formula One race car I reviewed on my previous video was one of those. The BMW pack that I will be reviewing next was also one of those. So I need to put things into perspective and really be objective here. For me, they didn't feel that expensive. If I were to pay what their asking price is, I would have never have bought this one, and I would probably have missed on the Formula One McLaren too, because yeah, I think it's too much money for plastic, even though it's pretty awesome plastic and pretty awesome cars. So that's my take. I've been collecting most of the Speed Champions line since they were 6 stud wide, so they were 15 euros. And it's true, things change a lot. They pack a lot more parts nowadays, even though they're mainly plates and tiles. This is still very hard to justify 26 euros, and I do hope that Lego starts thinking about that, because it's just too much money. That said, if you, I don't know, find like a 50 euro bill on your summer clothes from last year, and you, oh look, I don't know, just go and yeah, figure it out for yourself. They're really nice cars. The designers are always doing a great job with these. But 26 euros, it's quite a high ask. And don't bring me that thing about the number of parts and the 10 cents they cost, because that's a fallacy right there. It is nice. It is nice. So, I mean, if you like what you're seeing, yeah, go for it. It's as simple as that. But yeah. So yeah, there you go. I'll leave with just a little bit of Gincana or Electricana, and hope you liked it, and see you on the next one.